To see the joy on people's faces when they see Blue Beetle, Scarab Azul, walk in front of them, chest is lighting up, they're tangible, you could interact with them. I'm just so grateful that I get to be this character standing in front of you, Blue Beetle. Hello everybody, my name is Ivan, aka Customs, and today I'm going to be breaking down the Blue Beetle cosplay. This character is super special. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a Marvel fanboy, a bit of a Spidey fanboy. Spider-Man being a nerdy, dweeb little kid, it was something I related to a lot growing up. And now unfortunately so late in the game being exposed to this amazing, incredible character of Jaime Reyes, aka Blue Beetle, I wish I found this character a lot sooner. Especially now with the film in my young adult years, looking after family, my younger sisters, it's something that I scarily relate to a lot, whether it's the film's interpretation or that of the comic book series created by Cully Hammer and Keith Giffen. This costume you see behind me took about 3 weeks of work time. It was scattered everywhere from a year to doing little bits and pieces to about 3 months of fully going at it every now and then when I could. But I see all together this was about 3 weeks of work time. This entire thing, which is not printed, which is probably one of the most insane compliments that I've heard throughout going to a convention or wearing this costume on site. A lot of people assume it's printed, but it's not. It's all made out of craft foam and leaf foam. Now we get to the breakdown of the costume. Let's get into it. As I mentioned before, this whole costume is constructed out of foam. For majority of my foam builds, I like to start off with a paper template just to get the sizing and the shapes down, like so. For the dark silver gray armored pieces, I used a 4mm craft foam, and for all the blue armored pieces, I used the floor mat foam, which was then detailed with layers of craft foam on top. Then detailed with a rotary tool. Every bit of detail you see here was either carved in with a knife or dremeled out like so. I'm incredibly proud of all the little intricate details I was able to get in this cosplay. For the overall paint job of the cosplay, I went ahead and sealed everything in, all the foam pieces, with black plasti dip. Black plasti dip acted almost as a primer, but also as a base coat for this costume in general. For the Under Armour sections, the Plat Effects Armored Metallic, it's a dark steel or dark silver that was really crudely painted over, not dry brushed and not regular paint, they just crudely painted over the Under Armour pieces like so. Then ahead moving to the iconic blue pieces, the blue armor of the suit. All the blue pieces you see here were spray painted with a Rust-Oleum Armored Metallic turquoise that was then misted with a metallic blue over it. All of the darker gray elements you see here were actually hot glued onto the fabric undersuit. Now I don't recommend that. This was a bit of a rush getting it ready for New York Comic Con, so I kind of just had to use what I had. I can feel some of the foam lifting from fabric. With this case, I'll probably just have to tack it in with some super glue. The proper approach for something like this is if you're able to sew it on, which you can sew foam onto fabric. I did it for my Robin cosplay. Definitely sew on these pieces so it has a bit of flex to it. It moves easy. With glue, it's gonna get stiff a bit over time. If you do plan to glue it, use a contact cement type glue, whether it's a spray or it's the brush one. Definitely use that. You're gonna get a stronger hold. The undergarments you see here is a compression one-piece suit. I will not be leaving a link in the description because it's a bit overpriced and not worth it at all. Go ahead and buy a cheap navy blue morph suit, preferably a turtleneck so your neck doesn't get exposed. A turtleneck navy blue morph suit. If it doesn't have a zipper, add a zipper down there so you could go use the bathroom. Fortunately, this does have a zipper on it, so we're Gucci. One of the make it or break it, in my opinion, for a cosplay, especially for a whole armored cosplay, is the helmet. Helmet can either make it or break it. I'm so fortunate enough that I got Jaime Reyes' hairstyle going. So without the helmet on, I could somewhat pull it off, but the helmet is a big deal. And let's get into the helmet now. So the helmet we have here was originally a template from Prop Ways over on YouTube. I took that as a base template for my helmet and I went ahead and added a bit of modifications. I added some more detailing throughout the black here. I raised all the blue parts above inside of the helmet. As you can see, there are sunglasses in there. The sunglasses were fogging up. To somewhat prevent it, I actually didn't glue the bottom, so hopefully air could flow through, but that didn't work. So definitely fog spray and a mini fan is definitely the go-to to not fog up your sunglasses, to not fog up your helmet. Now, one of my favorite pieces that I have on this cosplay goes in the back. So to make life a lot easier, I went ahead and purchased, and also because I'm a big fan of the movie and I gotta support the movie, went ahead and purchased the popcorn bucket, which you can order from AMC. Went ahead and just did one coat of spray paint, and you could see it just changed everything. I didn't do any washes, no dry brushing, nothing to it, and it just changes the whole look of the Scarab in the back compared to how it originally looked versus now. Moving up from the Scarab, we have the giant Scarab legs. These are super last minute. Definitely got a good reaction out of it. 2 pieces of EVA foam, which is a floor mat foam, barge cemented together. Went ahead and drew the shape on one side, carved it out, rounded it, and added craft foam and foam clay detailing like so. It does lack a bit of detail and a bit of paint jobs because this was incredibly last minute for the cosplay, but I'm really proud of this thing. I went ahead and screwed in the Scarab legs like so, right into the backpack. The back bling. The Scarab in the back actually velcros onto the suit like so. We could peel this off. I did have a bit of issues with this at New York Comic Con. It kept falling off because obviously one's back is a little bit more curved. The Scarab popcorn bucket is really flat, so any bit of curve or bend around their back area, this Velcro is gonna pop off. And then I have an elastic running underneath here up to the chest plate area, and that piece of elastic hugs the chest plate down, really locks it in. The chest plate of the costume is one of my favorite pieces. I actually had a last minute change on here. Originally, the chest plate was a lot skinnier, didn't line up proportionally to my body when wearing the suit. It looked great off the suit, but once I had it on, it just did not work right. That's one of the biggest things I could stress when cosplaying and creating these costumes is definitely try stuff on. You want to make sure everything fits because you don't want to work at it, make it, and then you try everything out the last minute and it doesn't work. And added these upper pieces right here and a lower lip area down here. I had glued in a piece of the collar like so. Added a very quick DIY neck strap, right? Just velcros underneath the collar here. The collar then clips into the chest plate, holding everything together. One of the things I'm incredibly proud of this suit was I added LEDs into the suit. I didn't go too crazy adding LEDs on the leg pieces and the shoulder pieces. Maybe in the future if I upgrade this cosplay I will, but I want to be able to at least move my arms and legs without worrying about wires. So one piece that is pretty stationary for the whole time is the chest plate. So I went ahead and added LEDs like so. This is one thing, it's really simple, but I'm so incredibly proud of it. The last minute, literally the night before or the day of the convention as we're commuting, I didn't know what I was gonna do for the light. I didn't want my girlfriend to hold the remote every now and then and try to find the right spot, so I had to think quick. I went ahead and hid the remote in my sleeve of the suit like so. Whenever people wanted a photo, it was really easy just to pop the remote out or lift my arm up and click the button and the lights go on like so. The under compression suit did not come with gloves, so I went ahead and bought some navy blue gloves off of Amazon. It doesn't match up with the rest of the suit quite perfectly, but it gets the job done. And went ahead and added some craft foam detailing like so. The cool thing about these gloves actually is they have a little thingy here. This is for the touchscreen on your phone, and this actually mimics the film a bit. In the film, Jaime does have lights on his fingertips. Again, maybe something I'll do in the future, but I didn't have time for it. So this definitely emulates that look. I wish it was on all the fingers, just on the pointer finger. Definitely a cool look, and it pays homage to the film. Moving down below with this suit, we got the shoes for the cosplay. These were just some cheap slip-on running shoes from Amazon. Went ahead and added some detailing onto the shoes like so. Are these 100% accurate? No. Once you look up close to it, you could see that it's really amateur, mediocre, but all together with the suit, it gets the job done. These are the shin guards in with belt buckles like so. Thank you all so much for the amazing response to my Blue Beetle cosplay. I deeply appreciate it so much. This is a character that I fully dived into last year and just relate so incredibly much to it. And I'm so proud to cosplay this character and to be a light in people's eyes seeing this character in front of them. Thank you all for sticking around once again for this breakdown on the Blue Beetle cosplay. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and drop them in the comments down below. I'll respond to them. I help you guys out. If you guys are trying to do a Blue Beetle cosplay as well, stay tuned for the future of Blue Beetle and for my channel, and stick around.